difference. What's happening in Ethiopia is really unacceptable. We hope that they cease fire and we find an immediate African solution to that problem. We are happy with the attitude of President Kenyatta, who speaks very forthrightly and openly about the happenings in Ethiopia. And we think that press statements from AU are not enough. There should be, some form of physical, immediate intervention. And we can begin to experience long-lasting peace in the continent, because people know that if you engage in shenanigans, the continent is likely to come on you. The issue of Guinea, for instance, we don't know what happened to the president, except that we just told they are condemned and all of that. But what has followed practically and physically to make sure that the coup that happened doesn't become legitimized and it gets seriously isolated? So we need a follow-up on that. We are going to announce very soon the dates will be occupying all the borders of Swaziland, because we have spoken about the issue of Swaziland for a very long time. We need to take action now. The continent, the region has supported us, and the people of Swaziland need us more than ever before. We have to go and block the borders of Swaziland and make sure that Mswati steps down. We have no problem with royalty in Swaziland, but let it assume the role of the Zulu royalty and any other royalty in South Africa. Let them continue as royalty without interfering in the political affairs and the economic affairs of Swaziland. And they too must queue on the line like any other person, because we are all equal in a democratic South Africa. So we are going to Swaziland, and the people of Swaziland must not be discouraged. The EFF must keep the fires burning. They must continue to fight. The students, the young people of Swaziland, no one has ever said it's going to be easy. It has always been very difficult. Even for us here in South Africa, it looks like it's easy. Ask Helen Zille what happened to NPE. It's a daily struggle that we live with, of being harassed by the establishment, but we never give up. So the youth of Swaziland continue to fight. We are coming to join you from the other side of the borders. We'll only allow...
Immediately after elections, we're going to oppose that bill. There won't be any American who's going to build energy security here in South Africa. We've got our own capacity. There's also a lot of options that we can explore with relation to coal. There's clean coal technologies that we can explore. We've got 400 years of coal lifespan, and we're just instructed by Americans that stop that, we're going to give you money for that. And when they do that, they're going to tell us the details of what must happen, what must not happen. The most rubbish and the most nonsensical thing that was ever done in South Africa is that COP26 deal which was signed by Cyril Ramaphosa, because it's in the pockets of the West. They're controlling him, they're using him to control the entire African continent. If they want to experiment the transition from coal to different energy sources, let them go and do it in Germany first. Germany is still dependent on coal despite an attempt to go green. Germany is still using coal, is still polluting the world. Different parts of the world are still using coal. The reality is that we're going to devastate a lot of our small towns and economy here if we just want to superimpose a transition which is not managed in a proper way domestically. We should create alternate industries in areas where we want to change coal. In the entirety of the towns in Mpumalanga, all of them are dependent on coal supply. In the Palale now, we've got new power stations that have just been concluded for billions of dollars. How on earth do you build billions of dollars worth of coal power stations and then you go and announce in America, wherever they are, that I'm closing all those power stations because I want to have green energy? Let them start with it themselves. we can see that this is a colonial takeover which is engineered by the West, and we don't agree with this. We're going to oppose it, and we're going to succeed. The good thing is that it might not happen before 2024. By 2024, we would have removed Ramaphosa if they have not removed him in his own political party next year. So 2024, we're going to remove him definitely from office, and then we stop that nonsense called COP26 deal, which is absolute rubbish.
Thank you.